Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello, and welcome to my beautiful, amazing, just royalty, let's just say 2026. 2026. And the Epstein files. Let's not forget about those Epstein files. I'm not forgetting. Are you forgetting? Think that's one reason why he tried to start that woman. That's just my opinion. My opinion. And I'm going to be talking more about that as well because since I'm hearing a lot less about that, I'm gonna start, doing some research and digging a little deeper in some things, but also digging into babies. Did you hear? Okay, I'm gonna need to try to remember to put the link in this one, but I'm gonna put the link this video in a lot of different videos because we need to hear about it. Because with River of Racism series, with the amount I talk about racism and also how this country is trying to retract and reteach in a horrible, just idiotic way, like about slavery and the treatment and racism to a point where now they're like, it wasn't that bad, get over it, or there's no more racism, even though white people are literally they're making white only towns. Yeah, but this isn't a rating. Yeah, right. And then they only want the white people from Africa. Yeah, and whenever they mention brown people and black, because yeah, it's like I want brown people to realize this. A lot of these Republicans don't like you. They love it when you defend them. They love it when you help because you're helping their image. It's like, because yeah, there's so many racist ones. If a racist says the things that they want to say out loud, that's going to scare away some of the people. But if a person of color says it, if a brown person says it, and ooh, if a black person says it, jackpot. Yeah, so they're just, some of them are just sitting down like, oh no, I don't need to say anything. They're doing it for us. They're helping us. That's how we got the orange man in office right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because yeah, well, I'll talk about that in a different episode, but yeah, I'm gonna be talking about the UN vote that just happened and how America voted it no on slavery being a crime against humanity. Was it selfishness? Yes, partially, yes. And all of this is in my opinion, of course, like most episodes, but I do come with receipts on why I think the way I do. So, yeah, you're going to get a lot of that. And so for all of my sapiosexuals, my nerds and yeah, everyone who likes researching and being petty, there's going to be a lot, so much. And yeah, so yeah, Epstein files. And then with the UN vote, only 3 countries voted no, 52 abstained. And part of me, I'm like, if you're going to be this chicken and cowardly, I mean, if you're going to be like, no, I find that really distasteful. I mean, just say yes or no. If you don't think it is, like, be proud of your vote. I'm embarrassed with, like, oh my gosh, when I found out, like, because I mean, maybe they didn't want their citizens to feel like how some of the U.S. citizens feel right now. But yeah, I'll talk about that in another episode because sometimes I feel like now that I'm getting my businesses together, once I'm able to get my life together to the point where I can travel, telling people I'm an American, but then I'm gonna have to tell them I didn't vote for him. I don't agree with this mess. I can't stand what the UN voted for, and like I'm gonna have to list everything to make sure they know that I'm cool to chill with, that we can talk, we can sit, we could break bread. I'm gonna have to go through a whole long list. Oh, Project 2025, like skip that mess. I hate it. No, it's like I'm gonna have to show them my channel and everything. So, and I'm gonna show the Patreon. I'll be like, no, yeah, look at my Patreon. See, look at all the racist, bigoted, awful, terrible people. See, see, yeah. So like, yeah, I'm glad I have all of that to help me to prove that I'm not one of them. But yeah, so but I'm thinking, and this is gonna take a long time, but looking at the votes and some of the ones that stood out, I really want to investigate each country, especially the ones that abstained. But I do want to do like the ones that voted yes as well, because even like I already know slavery happened all around the world in different ways, but America, yeah, they had to do the chattel slavery, but they still don't understand the horrible, horrific, and how, yeah, yeah, they don't want to put those pieces together yet. Especially when they literally ate some of the slaves, when they did procedures on especially the women without any type of pain, like what medicine or whatever, and how they risked feeding the babies to crocodiles as bait. Yeah, alligators or crocodiles, like one of the two. And they put some of the slaves in 2 by 2 boxes and whipped them and R worded or, graped them. And yeah. And that's only a short list. That's only a short list. But anyway, this episode is kind of a what what are the expectations from these men, and also, I mean, okay, from people, because I do know women have expectations, as like I have standards, and I guess those standards are expectations, but I'm talking more about the physical, because if you look at my list of standards, none of them are physical. I don't really like I mean, I have it like I do have an attraction to guys, but yeah, it differs. It depends on the part. Like when I see someone who attracts me, they attract me. And when I'm very attracted, like usually for me to be really attracted is when I start talking and I'm like, oh my gosh, he can have conversation. He's really passionate. He really knows his stuff. Oh, he's asking great and amazing questions. And yeah, so that, but physically, because, I remember last year, I went out with this one guy. Ugh. It's like, I wasn't really attracted to him physically, but I thought the conversation was really good. So I thought, I can get over blah, blah, blah. But then I realized, no, I think he's just taking advantage of me because of my disability. And I think he thinks that since I'm single and disabled, that he can just, basically use me until he finds someone who is able walking and stuff. So, but when it comes to looks, I mean, yeah, I know I'm not the prettiest. Like, and who is the prettiest? I mean, there are some people out there who are absolutely beautiful and stunning, and there are some who are naturally beautiful and stunning, and there are some who ain't got some work done. Yeah, Kardashians. I'm not saying all of them, but a few of them. Yeah, but then people still uplift them and, you know, praise them and buy anything and everything because one, they're rich. Two, they always, yeah, when it comes to TV, they know how to have entertainment for all. And yeah, three, they're conventionally beautiful. And yeah, and then don't forget our like the stuff that happened with RG and stuff, some of the other stuff in the past, and the wedding that didn't even last a year, and yeah, well, the basketball player, like yeah, there's a lot of but they're beautiful, you know. Well, I mean, well, okay, the ladies, because yeah, when I look, no, but you know what? I'm not like some people think the sons are attractive. See, because yeah, like I said, like I have my type, and he. I mean, I'm not saying he's ugly. I'm not. I'm just saying, I like I would never, but and I know some people they date based off of nationality, race, or whatever, or height, or the size of certain body parts and things like that. And when I say different body, like yeah, for some it's below the belt, some it's under the chin or under the neck or whatever, and or it's a behind, you know, and some. As like I know some people who they only date certain eye colors and or hair color, and I just, especially with dating apps in this dating world right now, it's just really watching some of the videos, especially like one of the like I'm gonna put different examples, but there's the one that I have where they're out at the restaurant and they're eating and you can just hear the guy's disappointment. And he keeps saying that she put a filter. She even admitted that she said she put a filter, but then she said she didn't go like crazy with the filter. And I'm just like, okay, wait, like, because and she kept saying like no, she it looked like she was upset that he was disappointed. And then even when she was like, no, you can't say I'm ugly. You can't say I'm ugly. And it's like I don't think he said she was, but I guess she didn't look kind of like my opinion with the Kardashian brother. Yeah, it's like didn't say she was ugly, but just didn't, But now it's like I really want to know. I really wish he put the picture that he saw on the dating app because I'm like, no, no, no. Okay, what did you see? Okay, because now I'm having a hard time knowing because, like you say, she used it like one of the filters, and she admits it, but then she said she didn't go crazy with it. So if she didn't go crazy with it, what is the difference? Like, what did you see in that picture? And it's like, and then he keeps saying he's a gentleman because he's gonna buy her meal and I think her daughter's meal and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah. I was just like, okay, but I don't know. It's like I didn't know if he was trying to do this just for video or if he would have done this without the taping and things. But to me, it was just kind of like, okay, so now you're showing the world that this date didn't work out and that you're not interested in her and that she used a filter. And I know with a lot of the dating apps, how so many people either catfish or so. Like, yeah, look at my Patreon because if you knew how many use celebrities, even like athletes and actors and actresses. I only know mostly about the actors because, yeah, I've only dated men or whatever, but it's just crazy. And then there are some men who they put down my, like, oh, so many men. Like, since I have dating standards, and they don't fit my dating standards or they think I'm shallow because of my dating standards, even though I have just reasons, which, if you don't know, listen to the last two episodes. Well, I actually, yeah, the last two episodes, but then 4 episodes back as well. And I'm going to be talking about it in the next few days as well, because, yeah, I'm kind of cutting into that series at the moment. I'm not going in order. But or I'm going yeah, I'm going in and out because my channel is as messy as my life. Mm. But yeah, it's like with the dating apps and stuff, it's just crazy because when you see a picture says a thousand words, and especially with men, they date mostly for the physical. And a lot of men don't like how I look at the entire profile. When I'm looking at those pictures, oh, and yeah, there's like, yeah, you guys should really look at my Patreon. And yeah, am I gonna mention it a lot? Yes, because I'm loading more in, like, I'm loading an extremely good amount of evidence that is proving my case lately of almost all of my episodes. The river of racism, the sexism, the bigotry, and just the stupidity, the ignorance. And when it comes to just dating, just the expectations when it comes to looks and things. And even when with my standards, like a lot of men they can't stand my education. And that's why I put a standard of you must have some sort of higher education, including a certification in a trade. I didn't even say, like I said, it didn't even have to be a degree, but so many men are so upset with me, even though I said a certification and a trade. Yeah. And if you go to some of these sites, you can get the certification for free. So I didn't even say you had to use it on the job, but I do that on purpose because there are so many men out here that with my education, they told me I wasted my time. They don't want a smart woman. What's the point of getting a smart woman? Why instead of staying in the books, I should have focused on finding a husband or having kids, and or my goal in life should have been taking care of a man, and or I'm I've been using my creative efforts on so many other things, but I should have instead used it on a household and or their dreams. Because if they want to own a business, they tell me, oh no, you stop with your business, just, yeah, just help me with mine. And I'll just say, guys, yeah, be careful with that, don't do that. Okay, yes, I'm just going to say, do not do that. Yeah, this is in my opinion. You don't have to follow, what my advice and things, but don't do that. Do you know how many women on YouTube, TikTok, and all the social medias who have been like they started dating a guy and either they were going to start a business or they have higher education or they had different dreams that they want to pursue, but then they ended up dating a guy who kind of had dreams and stuff too, but they told the woman, "Oh yeah, don't do that. Just help me with mine. Let's teamwork." And then, they either teamwork and either they had a very long term relationship while growing the business or they got married, but then all of a sudden he wants to divorce her or break up with her, but he made sure everything was only in his name. So now all of a sudden he has everything and he's not giving her anything, but legally it's going to be hard for her to get the evidence to prove that the business is hers as well, because he made sure everything looked like it was his. So yeah, don't fall for that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And see, yeah, I fell victim of this if you've been listening to the episodes, because I was saving up to start my own business, and then my ex, Mr. No Heart, begged me back, like all of a sudden, because at first he kind of laughed at me, shrugged me off, like, yeah, you want to own a business, blah blah blah. But then all of a sudden asked me to start one with his. But you know what? Go back, look, because I mentioned it several times. So I'll just say, catch up on the over 600 episodes, but don't fall for it, because now it's like I'm starting up again. I'm getting everything together again, but yeah, I would have probably around 3,000 plus dollars. Yeah. Mhm. For the publishing, for the candles, for the greeting cards, for the educational resources, and yeah, the bookmarks and all of the other products that I'm working on and making. So if it wasn't for that no good shirt, mm, because yeah, some of these men is like sometimes on purpose they're gonna ask you to work with them, and then they're gonna make sure it fails, because then they're gonna be like, see, you can handle the business anyway. See, it failed. You shouldn't have done it anyways. You shouldn't have done this. Look, at this is your fault. This is what you did. And yeah, because yeah, Mr. No Heart, he did that as well. So, but like I said, this episode's messy. This my channel is messy. So is it kind of off topic? A little bit, but at the same time, it roots back to standards, dating standards, and also even if a guy likes you, make sure he likes you for more than what you just look like. Because beauty fades as you get older. Because there's that one story because people were like looking at pictures of Rihanna, and Rihanna's almost 40 if I'm not mistaken. She might be like, no, yeah. Either she's almost 40 or she's 40. But either way, yeah, she has 3 kids. Honey, she is beautiful. Rihanna, if you ever want to, have an interview with me, yeah, we can have brunch, yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's like I know the probability, but hey, I'm still gonna shout that, sometimes if you just speak it into existence, if you just, speak it, into existence, yeah. Anyway, but people wanted to put her down and compare her to what she looked like in her 20s. Who in the world looks exactly how they did in their 20s? Black don't crack, because, yeah, that's another. She looks beautiful. She has taken amazing care of herself, especially she had 3 kids. I just say leave her alone. And also, it's like, why? Like, she is taking care of business of her house and that one criminal situation thing that happened at her house with that crazy woman. Like, okay, in my opinion, yeah, she's a little. Mm-mm. So, because, yeah, if you didn't hear, like, I kind of heard I think last week I heard about it, some random woman just going up to her house and stuff. So, I am so glad her and the family are safe and stuff. But, yeah, she has more things to worry about than your opinion on if she still looks like she's in her 20s. And again, and she's rich enough to not have to give a care either. It's like she has the life that so many, and sometimes I wonder, is it out of jealousy that people are like picking at her and like pointing out that she doesn't look like how she did in her 20s? That, and I give her credit because like she's not going under the knife. Oh girl, do not go under that knife either. You're too beautiful. Don't do that. No. And I just feel like it's just the stress, especially that the just society places, especially on women and men, like the beauty standards, because so many men, they say, oh, if you don't look like this after having babies, I'm going to leave you. I'm not going to be attracted to you. I'm going to cheat on you. I'm not going to love you. I'm not going to want to be near you and spend time with you, be seen with you in public. What? That's not what your vows say. And see, like, yeah, like, there's that, like, I mentioned this, and I believe the last episode, it might be the next, like, yeah, I think it's going to be the last episode. There's this one YouTube guy who I hope I never meet. I hope I never meet. His videos are so repulsive, in my opinion. In my opinion, they are just disgusting. But it's like the way he blames women, and it's like and both genders can be to blame for any relationship falling apart. But at the same time, yes, I said but, because if a man, he's gonna marry you and say the vows and say until death do us part, but he can't even handle when you gain 5, 10, 20 pounds after you had his baby or child, or even as you get older. But then he's gaining weight, he's not looking as good, or even if he stays in the same shape, it's just like he's just showing, no, he didn't marry you, he married your body. He did not marry you, because it's like, what about the conversations? What about the jokes? What about the mental part of you? You are more than just the body. It's like the brain is an amazing thing. And I think that's another reason I'm a sapiosexual, because it's like I like the engagement and the memories and the connection is so much deeper into me for me. And oh, like some of these men on these dating apps. Like I said, just and I'm gonna put some of the examples. I put examples in the last couple, but yeah, I'm probably gonna put some on this one too. But yeah, what are the expectations? What are the beauty expectations, and why are they imbalanced? It's like a lot of the men out here, they get mad when women are just like, "Ooh, he's a zaddy," or "Ooh, look at grandpa. He looking," it's like when they have the six pack, or the chiseled bodies, and or even like the really nice, like facial hair and stuff. Oh, like yeah, it's like, or even the shaved heads, because actually they even have a study that like having a shaved head is like, if I remember, I'm going to put that in this episode. But there is a study about attraction and looks of like if you have a shaved head and everything like that. So, yes, I'm a nerd. I know a lot about, I know random things about a lot of topics, but I do not know everything, which is another reason I'm a sapio, because I love when I get to learn from another person and learn with them as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, oh, and even with dating apps, I'm probably going to talk about this in a few days. But how many men have accused me of being a catfish, but I've never catfished? And or with Scout and Meet Me, so many men were harassing me because of my standards, and I got tired of it. So I started screenshotting them and posting them on my like Meet Me and Scout profile, because I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, if you guys want to keep doing this, because like people will be like, oh, just report them or block them. Yeah, when you block them, oh, you're gonna see this too, because I just posted one today. This one guy, like, he has three different profiles. Some of these guys have like 10, 20 profiles. I'm not exaggerating. Some of them do. It's like some of them get blocked by different people so often. They have numerous profiles. And so I just say, like, yeah. And so I got tired of it. And that's when I just started posting them. But then some of the men would be like, that's wrong of you. Oh, you're mean. You're a narcissist. What? I'm a narcissist because I'm showing people who are harassing, bullying, and dehumanizing me? Well, oh, some that are calling me a slave because I'm a Democrat. Some who are calling me the B word because I only want to date a guy who has some investments. I'd even said, like, it can be $10 on Acorns. I've said this so many times. It's like, and I say this because so many men have tried to, like, once they see my 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 work ethic and my drive and my ambition, they want to get up in my ambition wallet and take what they can. And or they want me to they want to try to convince me that, oh well, yeah, but baby, like, it's like the world's been so cruel to me. Oh yeah, the world is cruel to the white able-bodied straight man. Oh yeah, it's like you get everything because you're black, and it's like you get to bet, like, because yeah, you work hard, and yes, I dropped out of college and you finished college, and yeah, oh yeah, you apply and you work your tush off to get all of these different opportunities, and I just stay at home and play video games all day. But no, the world is so hard on me. They don't give me a chance. Mm, mm. But yeah, I will have so much more to talk about this. But and I have all the evidence. Like I said, check out the Patreon. The link is throughout the video probably, and I've shown so many samples, because yeah, I mean, I show the same samples because there are so many. There are thousands of pictures. So yeah, yeah. But anyways, you know. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.